until I figure out the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah, which, you know, makes sense. And anyway. Okay, so we're going to hop on in and get rolling. Alrighty, so usually I play 2 leagues per night, by the way. I'm going to only be doing 1 tonight as I was feeling pretty under the weather. And so I'm just trying to take care of that. And then probably tomorrow I will get back to doing two leagues per night for the rest of the week. I also have time to stream during the day, so I might be doing that. Anywho, what are we playing in this 1 league for tonight? We're going to play 4-color, what I've named Goldman's Urza. So, in my 4-1 Jeskai League, I ran into someone who was playing a sweet 4-color Urza list, and I asked them if they could share it with me. They told me that they got it from reasonably sized player Zach Goldman Zach on Twitter. He shares my first name, but also this deck seems sweet, so I wanted to look into that. So here it is. It is a Teamer-focused Urza deck with a little bit of black in it in the main deck. And the sweetest thing we get to do here is play Wrenn and Six with an Urza package. I love this Planeswalker. Playing it in Niv has been an absolute blast. It is a 2-mana card that just starts grinding out value and can become a win condition all on its own. It pairs up really nicely with Galvanic Blast. Lightning Bolt is one of my favorite Magic cards of all time. I much prefer playing it to Fatal Push, even though Fatal Push is frequently better in Modern. I really like playing that card, and sometimes you just got to do what you love. The rest of this is otherwise just an Urza Lord High Artificer shell. We are playing the full Thopter Sword combo, so we can go infinite and win games that way. We've got an Artifact Tutor package, so something I always like to look at when I am thinking about this deck as I play it, and any deck with a Tutor package is, when I have a Whir in my hand, what can it go for? Aether Spellbomb is just kind of all-around useful. You can bounce creatures with it, or cycle it to draw a card. You can save your Urza with it, or otherwise. Nihil Spellbomb, useful as a graveyard hate effect that can also still draw you a card if you sack to make it a Thopter. And we got 2 copies of Pithing Needle, 1 copy of Executioner's Capsule, so we do have a Fatal Push or Doom Blade style effect in the deck, so we probably won't have as many problems with not being able to remove Tarmogoyfs as some of the other versions I've played. And then, of course, we have a copy of Ensnaring Bridge, because that'll just shut down creature strategies generally, hopefully buying us enough time to assemble the Thopter Foundry Sword of the Meek combo. We also have 2 copies of Goblin Engineer, so this card was really good in the Grixis decks, letting you tutor your Sword of the Meek or any other artifact that you need at the moment into the graveyard, and then you'll be able to bring it back. The sideboard here makes full use of the 4 colors we have, playing 2 of the best cards in any format they're legal, Mystical Dispute and Veil of Summer, to fight against counter spells or proactive blue cards. We've got some Fatal Pushes for aggro decks, Blood Moons, and Ashioks to completely shut down Titan, but they also have incidental value against other decks. We got Tezzeret to bring in against control and powerful, mid to late mid-range and late game decks, and some Assassin's Trophy for general permanent removal, and Damping Sphere again. Does well against Titan, helps a little bit against Tron. So, with all that in mind, one last thing to bring in, we're playing something like 10 fetch lands, I believe. Maybe just 9 blue fetch lands, all allowing us to get our 1 copy of Mystic Sanctuary. It is able to flip back our Galvanic Blasts or our Whir of Inventions. We're also playing Lonely Sandbar and Ghost Quarter. These are specifically additional things that we can synergize with Wrenn and Six. I have played, I think, 2 other lists that play Ghost Quarter and Wrenn and Six, and it has never come up, but we will see if it does. I trust the deck building of the human being that has pointed this one at me, so we're going to try it out today. I also just got off of playing a sweet team tournament this weekend. I was playing the Pioneers seat, and in the Modern seat was my good friend Roy, who frequently joins us here on the cast, on the stream. So, Roy, what do you think of this one?
I think this deck looks sweeter than the last one.
Than Jeskai?
I like better than Jeskai.
Yeah, the Jeskai one was super clunky. I'm going to keep this hand in the dark. It's not very fast, but it has some tools, and it's just reasonably solid. Another observation is I'll probably do it on the stream at the end of this video. There are 2 decks that were in 2nd and 3rd place respectively playing Urza in the last Modern Challenge. The 2nd place deck was actually the blue-green one, playing Uro and Gilded Goose, which I did not have a lot of faith in, but I will definitely try out later this week. And the third place one was a Grixis version that was playing just a few cards different from the one I recently 5-0'd with. So both decks apparently doing very well. All right, so looks like we've got Titan first up here. Gonna fetch I believe Watery Grave. Just want access to my colors here. Red is by far the. Oh no, it's not. I want to get a Steam Vents here because if I draw a Galvanic Blast, I want to be able to kill this thing. All right. And I got my black source anyway if I need it. I think I'm gonna play the snow-covered swamp here, set up the Nihil Spellbomb, and cycle it this turn because I think I need more going on. Sword of the Meek, putting Sword of the Meek into play doesn't really do anything, so not a high priority. Suppose I could have played a snow-covered island and then cycled my Lonely Sandbar, but we'll see.
That Ashita landed up here.
Rashida was trying to go to Bangalore.
Oh yeah.
Is this one playing more lands than the last one?
21, I believe, so only one more, I think.
Okay.
I think I think I threw an extra land in the Jeskai list, so I think my Jeskai list was actually playing 21.
Oh.
Opponent having a little tank about what they're doing with their extra land drop. I don't know if they actually found. Well, they're probably just waiting to make an extra drop with the scout. I'm going to fire off the Spellbomb now.
So, quick question: do you know the Dryad Abilities in Grow?
Yes, I do.
If you play Blood Moon and then they play the Dryad, do
Yes.
all their... Okay.
Yeah, they have all colors.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing Ashiok is probably a stronger sideboard card in this game.
Yeah, I mean Blood Moon is really good. But Blood Moon doesn't win games. The biggest thing though is that it turns their non-basic lands into basics and turns off all their abilities. So like them having colors to cast things is not a big deal if the lands don't trigger or have any abilities.
Yeah.
But one of
I
the
find new build less explosive.
new build of what?
Titan.
Well, they didn't have any amulet here, right?
No, not just this. I'm also talking about the last game that I played
Right.
at Face.
Yeah.
I play Handwear Battlements now.
Well, Handwear Battlements is just their substitute for Slayer Stronghold. It means they're not able to win by hitting you for 20 with a Titan as often.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even know if they're playing the Double Strike land. Did you ever see it out of him?
I did not see it.
Yeah, I don't think they're playing white.
Garrison.
I don't think they're playing any white anymore. So I think that they've generally shifted a little bit for a slightly more stable, less explosive deck. So they've become less of a high rolling deck.
Yeah.
They're not trying to
get
you as
got
much.
a little better, so I'm guessing they're also probably trimming on bounce lands.
Yeah, that's possible.
Which would explain why.
Or at least narrowing down the selection of bounce lands that they use.
Yeah.
Bog me. Yeah, bog is fine.
That's annoying.
It's fine.
It's fine given our hand right now, but
yeah. I mean, if we ever are going off the bounce land or the bog, we can play around the bog. Yeah. We just have to be slightly conscious of it. Like even though it's in play right now, they can bounce it at instant speed with the Sakura Tribe Scout if it's untapped. Okay, so this is not a great draw, but.
Okay, maybe you're right. This has the nature of.
I think we put Urza into play, and then we just hope that we survive the next turn. And if we do, we might be able to get to the combo.
Would you double block?
Would I double block? Absolutely not. To take 0 damage? Is that your pitch?
Well, you're gonna play the second Urza anyways.
Sure.
That is why I'm asking.
Yeah.
I don't know if you should. I don't think you should.
I mean, I could block with just Urza, right, and just absorb 4 damage. Because the second construct means I'm gonna have 2 4/4s next turn.
Yes, exactly.
So, okay, so they have the bog in hand. They're gonna keep the bog in hand, I believe, because they want to be able to Sakura Tribe Scout me at instant speed. It's not gonna matter if I play the game properly. Pact of Negation, though. They have enough blue sources in play, and now they're going to be able to get 2 Valakuts and 18 me, and then hit me for 6, and or kill my Urza. So, not in a great spot here, but we'll see how they do this. Oh, they can kill my Urza and my Construct. They can get two Valakuts if they want. Yeah, they got 2 Valakuts. So there should be 6 triggers here. Oh, and they're also going to have the Secure Tribes Scout. Yeah, I'm just dead there.
Yeah, I think they just.
No, I would just had a super slow hand where we were
Yeah.
not going to be able to get through that one.
Not paying attention, but
One of the things that the newer builds of Urza decks that are doing well are doing is playing a lot more like 0-drop or potential 0-drop artifacts to power out the turn 2 Emry. Which
what
obviously.
other drops out there?
Everflowing Chalice. So one of the decks had 4 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought that was a little nuts too, but. Okay, so those. Trophies, and then maybe Damping Sphere. Damping Sphere actually doesn't seem that good against the deck as it's playing now.
No.
And I don't know.
Doesn't seem to be anywhere near as many bounce lines.
No. I also don't know how good Trophy is.
Trophy's good at just dealing with Titan.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
that nymph.
Yeah. I think Galvanic Blast is not particularly good, though it can kill the Dryad. Actually, it can kill Sakura Tribe Scout too. I think maybe I don't want to bring the trophy in. I'll just leave the Galvanic Blasts. And then I need cuts. So I don't know if this is a Wrenn and Six matchup. Obviously, I didn't see it there at all, but Wrenn and Six and Bridge, maybe?
Isn't Bridge very valuable? No, I guess it doesn't matter.
It's
Anywhere near
fine.
much.
I just think, like, if I'm going to cut anything...
I see why you're cutting it.
Or the Nihil Spellbomb doesn't really do anything against them, right? I don't think they use
Yeah,
the
I think
graveyard for
that's
anything.
definitely more that.
Yeah. Pithing Needle's fine, because I can hit Engineered Explosives with it, which is pretty valuable. And or a lot of their lands have activatable abilities. Yeah, I think this seems right. Although Wrenn and Six kills Sakura Tribe Scout, I just can't figure out what else would be good cuts here.
How good is Aether Spellbomb?
It's probably not very good. So 2 more. I don't want to cut Whir. I don't want to cut Urza. I want to cut Emry. And most of the artifacts should stay in. I don't really want to cut Galvanic Blast, but I guess...
From 1 blast, 1 run?
Yeah, that okay, yeah. Coward Split. Let's do it. Emry can also flip the Galvanic Blasts into the graveyard, and we can get it back with Sanctuary. And Wrenn and Six gives us access to a Sanctuary even if we flip it. This is pretty speculative. I don't think I can keep this.
I think this is a bad hand.
Yeah. That's much better. Throwback a Foundry. It's not much better. It's better.
You can't cast anything yet.
I can cast Mishra with Bauble.
You can't cast any of your creatures yet.
I'm
or
aware of that.
Artifacts.
Yeah.
Apart from Bauble.
Yeah, and if I Bauble, then I won't be able to cast a turn 2 Emry.
Yeah.
So this hand is entirely dependent on drawing a land on turn 2.
You get 2 draws.
I get 1 draw.
Yeah. Well, off the Bauble too.
Yes, but if I Bauble, I can't turn 2 Emry.
That's true, but you can. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, never mind.
I think if I keep this, I throw back a Thopter Foundry, but I don't know if this is a keepable hand. I think I'm gonna mulligan it just to be able to actually play Magic in this match. Well, that's considerably worse.
That's
So going to
unfortunate.
4. It's okay.
This
Okay.
is much better than.
Yeah, this is better than all of them. This is the best hand by far. One of these lands is going back. Probably Thopter Foundry, and probably... I almost want to just put back another land.
Which one?
I think Island, and I think we just go fetch Shock for multiple colors.
Yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense.
And I think those colors are going to be red, blue. No, wait. I do want a basic in case I hit an Astrolabe, though. Yeah. There's 4 Astrolabes in the deck, and I can play them out of my graveyard, so actually I'm going to go get the basic. So it's all on you, Emry. So hope your back is strong.
Just hope to fade Dismember.
Yeah, I mean, if they have it, they have it, and we're screwed. We had a mull to
Yeah.
4, right? So.
Yep, I'm familiar with the situation.
Are you? I don't.
Yep, a little too well.
Okay.
I'm also familiar that it's not impossible to win.
We'll probably get one card away from comboing them. That's my guess.
Yep, that's gonna feel bad.
When we finish the game, we're gonna look at the top card of our library, and it's gonna be the combo piece. On the plus side, what Emry allows us to do is draw an extra card every turn. So in theory, that could be enough to get us there.
Are you gonna? Is that Astrolabe in the yard?
No, there's 2 Pithing Needles.
Oh, Needle.
I cycled the Bauble though, so I have a Bauble. Yeah. They are once upon a timing in their main phase after they drew the Vesuva. Okey-doke. Castle Garenberg.
Also, good call not playing Once Upon a Time. It sucks when it whiffs.
It really does though. Like, I don't want to play cards that can whiff like that. That is the worst thing. Just okay. So since I drew this Bauble, I'm gonna play one of these Pithing Needles. I'm gonna have Pithing Needle the Scout. Okay, cool. So that'll slow them down a bit. I've got the other Pithing Needle to play on EE if I want to. I think I'm gonna play this Bauble, and I think I'm bobbling myself on their turn. And then I'll decide if I want to shuffle or not. Knowing one card in their hand is not particularly valuable in this matchup. One random card versus increasing the quality of my next draw.
Yeah.
Field. Yeah. Alright.
What an annoying triggered ability.
Yeah. Okay, so bubble myself. What do we got? Reveal Sword of the Meek. I do not need that right now, so I think I'm gonna shuffle.
What land do you think you?
This time I think I'm gonna get. Well, it's always gonna be blue, so that doesn't matter. So I'm gonna go blue-red because I want to be able to cast a Blood Moon if I draw it. What?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
This means I can also cast Ashiok. There is someone talking in your background that's like obnoxiously audible.
Okay, I'll move upstairs.
Yeah, sorry. It's not a little audible, it's like very audible. It's like it's just as loud as you when you're not talking.
I'll mute it.
Yeah, just while you're moving. Okay, I'm putting another Bauble into play. Do I cast this bridge? Or do I cycle the Sandbar? I can look at the top card of my library, see if it's a land. It is a Goblin Engineer. I can play Goblin Engineer this turn, which I want to do. So I'm going to cycle. Draw the Engineer, cast it. Goblin Engineer allows me to tutor through my library for artifact with converted mana cost 3 or less, and put it in my graveyard. So if I get bogged, it's going to suck. But them's the breaks. I'm not going to put one of my swords in. There are only 3 foundries in that deck, that's right. I'm actually going to get an Astrolabe, I think. Probably better than getting 1 combo piece. Is it? I don't know. I do want to go off pretty quickly. So we'll get 1 combo piece. We'll get a Thopter Foundry. We get to draw a card at the beginning of their upkeep, and then on our turn. So this might be a multi-4 that actually takes us to victory. We will see. Slowing them down. And they seem to have kept a mildly medium hand otherwise. Okay, Emry's a good draw here. So I do want this Thopter Foundry in play. But I guess it doesn't matter if I cast it now or I'm going to get it out of the grave. Yeah, I can't cast that right now. I don't have the colors. Oops. Okay. It's okay. We're learning. We're learning things. I'm going to cast a second Emry. I'm going to hope that I flip a Bauble. And then I will be able to cast that. Yes? Yes, I think so. Sorry, Astrolabe. Okay, so I can activate Goblin Engineer. Hold on. Tap this first. Activate Goblin Engineer to get Arcum's Astrolabe. Sacrifice this artifact. Astrolabe comes into play, draws me a card. Hopefully a land. Great. So another Astrolabe. Cast this. Use this for black mana. Tap this for blue mana. And now cast my Thopter Foundry. And then I guess we're passing the turn. Alright. Got some banter with my opponent going on here. Never let anyone tell you that the chat in Moto is only full of horrible humans. Because it is not. There are wonderful humans out there. Okay, Delta. Delta's a decent draw. I'm going to play Astrolabe here. Draw a card. See if we hit Ashiok or Blood Moon. Would be terrific. It's another Astrolabe. So I still have access to 1 extra mana if I want it via Emry. This is going to be a 3rd island. Can't get Mystic Sanctuary yet. Again, I have access to a 3rd mana this turn. 4th mana this turn. So I can float a mana, sack an Astrolabe to Thopter Foundry and replay it, or Goblin Engineer it into play if I'm looking for more cards to draw, which I am. I think Emry's allowed to draw me a card for free, whereas Goblin Engineer has to swap cards. So, but both of them can do, or Emry can only work at sorcery speed essentially, so we're going to do that. I'm going to play out this Bauble. So I have access to 1, 2 potential mana. It's not really all that useful. So we're just going to draw the 2 cards on their turn. I'm going to Bauble them. I guess now is fine. If they have a Castle Garenbrig, they do get to... they've got a Reclamation Sage coming up. Okay, good to know. So they can Rec Sage one of my artifacts this turn. It doesn't really matter because my Goblin Engineer is untapped, so I can just bring it right back. If they want to pop my Pithing Needle on Scout, I can bring out a second one in response. So good on that respect. Should be all right to continue keeping them slow. They do have a... Okay, that was not a good thing to allow to happen because I F6 through that turn, but so they pitched for Force of Vigor there. I forgot that that is a card that they can play. I don't have an Urza in play, so I couldn't have used them for mana, but still hurts a little bit.
Back.
Yep. Okay.
Sorry about that. That was that loud.
It's I just the way microphones work is that they will have an automatic compressor on them.
Yeah.
So when you stopped talking, it basically cranked up the volume of the person in the background who was talking.
Oh boy.
Well, I mean, it was, you know.
Well, I'm glad you told me.
No, that's fine. It was just I wasn't gonna put up with that. It was gonna be not a great scene. You missed them Force of Vigoring at end of turn. I had already F6'd because I forgot that as a card they could be playing. And then I was not able to do the line that I was talking about at literally like that exact moment where I was like, oh, they drew a Rec Sage. So if they Rec Sage my Pithing Needle, I'll use Goblin Engineer to pop a new Pithing Needle back into play.
Yeah.
They still have a Rec Sage in their hand. They're probably going to play a Titan this turn. On this board, Titan's not too bad. So I know they have a Castle Garenbrig in their hand. Yeah. But this is one of those games where I have dug... I am 32 cards into my deck, and we have seen 0 Ashioks or Blood Moons. They're not even... Like, there isn't even one in my bin. So...
Is there any way for you to recur either one of them?
No, but that's not the point. The point is we've been incredibly unlucky. Like neither of my Emrys even flipped one, so I could at least be like sure that there's an Ashiok here. Okay. So 1. Okay, we've seen 1. No, there's no way for me to recur them, so it's like obviously it's something where oh, and there's a bog. Oh, actually we hadn't hit a Sword of the Meek yet, so that's not too bad. Oh, but we did hit I think it was 2 Thopter Foundries. Did I? Nope, just the 1. Okay, so there's 2 Thopter Foundries, 2 Sword of the Meek, and this Ensnaring Bridge is now a good thing to have. God, I lost a lot of artifacts there, though. A lot of good soldiers. Okay, so... this requires a target when you put it on the stack, so... I need an artifact in my graveyard to be able to sack any of the artifacts in play. Emry does allow me access to extra mana here, but we're just going to play out Ensnaring Bridge. And we're probably going to leave up mana. And the reason we're leaving up mana is that I want to be able to pop the Ensnaring Bridge back out of my graveyard if they are able to destroy it.
Fair.
Yeah, so we're going to keep this guy. Emry can pop it back out again, but that doesn't matter right now, so we're just going to pass the turn. Hope this bridge holds.
The zombies can still attack.
They can.
Okay.
I have a Galvanic Blast in my hand that I can fire off, but I can take 4 this turn. If they play a Dryad, though, I want to kill it.
Yep.
Not a little. Not a little.
You want it dead.
It must die. Considering it was a mull to 4, this has been a very competitive game. Although this was one of the many situations where, like, if we had had a single removal spell or we used the Pithing Needle, you can see how anemic the Titan deck often is if you disrupt them a little bit. They're counting on a lot of the modern decks having either light disruption or not being able to disrupt lands in particular. But this is the failure to fire situation that I talk about when I'm describing Titan. It's just a shame you didn't get to see it yesterday in the match where you mulled to 4.
Oh yeah, that was More importantly, I hope your viewers know. Arboreal Grazer has reach.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. People should be aware. Okay, so we got Hanweir, the Writhing Township. Just rare and a flip here, by the way.
Oh wow! I wonder if they're playing Hammer Garrison.
Yes, I wonder. Okay, they're hasting their zombie. So they're clearly planning on attacking here. I think I'm probably just going to fire off this Galvanic Blast at their dome. Seems like the thing to do. So begin combat. I'm just going to shoot him. Thunderbolts and lightning.
It's gonna suck if they play a Dryad.
Sure, but I mean, lots of things are going to suck from this position. You know what doesn't suck? Putting up a good fight on a Moldifor.
Yep. I can attest to that.
Yeah, man. Lemon Mulligan makes miracles possible. Please do not play a second Titan, bro. Azusa. Yes, that's fine. Do not play a bounce land, please. I don't remember if they returned one to their hand, but I don't think that they did. And this is yeah. This is a worthwhile game to point out, though. If I get a Blood Moon down, it's really going to mess with them. Damn it, that's a bounce land. Yep.
So I'm guessing we're looking to
play
Urza.
But they're going to bounce the Bog with the last one. Sorry, something about what we're doing in the future.
Yeah. No, it can wait.
No. I'm just pointing out that they didn't bounce their Bog, so they don't see the things in my yard as a threat. What we're going to do here is... I had a plan. I'm going to use this for red, use Engineer, bring my Mox Amber out, sacrifice my Arcum's Astrolabe. Yes. This means I'm going to be able to draw a card, I think, twice next turn. So Tarn is not a bad draw at all. So we're going to use Emry to play this Astrolabe.
Are you saving the second Emry for something in particular?
No, I'm going to fire it off like now. This Goblin Engineer can get me a Sword of the Meek into my graveyard, which I think I'm interested in, and I'm also going to put my Galvanic Blast on top. And then we can actually start trying to win the game here.
Yeah.
I missequenced that. I should have played the Engineer first. So right now, I'm not going to use that. That's a mistake, but that's okay. I said the thing that we were going to do, and then I set myself up in a way that doesn't work to do it. That's okay. It's going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Yes. Give me that sword. Okay, then we tap 1 mana. I don't have a Thopter Foundry. I had a Thopter Foundry. Jeez, I am just whiffing all over the place now. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to be fine. These are mistakes like I feel like I've never ever made in paper, and for some reason I'm just like not... My brain is not firing. There's now a Thopter Foundry, but I can only get one thing back. And I won't have any mana left after I do. So... And we know they have a bounce land in their hand, so it's actually a terrible situation to be in. But whatever.
Do you have another sword in the deck?
Yes, there's a second sword. Yeah, but I horribly misplayed this. So we're going to get the Thopter Foundry out. Because we're about to get bogged. So I blew many, many resources this turn on very little gain. But it happens, we're going to be fine. 23 cards in the deck. We have the ability to... We're not going to have the ability to draw any extra cards. But there's lots of things that can go right. We can draw an Urza. Oh, right. They still have that in their hand. Yeah, we're done here. I made a bunch of misplays. I don't feel like carrying through this game. The state that game was in was not any kind of realistic representation of how that game could have gone. should have gone.
It was a warm-up game.
Yeah, kind of.
Is there something new about this deck and the interface?
No, I've had an off day. I slept for like 12 hours because I was not feeling well last night, and then I spent all day like traveling here, and then I went for a run, and had dinner, and I'm just like, I don't know, just wasn't in a great headspace there. Made too many mistakes, and it was tilting me slightly.
Fair.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and also like we didn't draw an Ashiok or a Blood Moon at any point, and it was just
none of our hate symbols.
Yeah. Like, they had a really slow hand, too, right? So, like, that should have been a great situation for us, and just misplayed it badly. Okay, so turn 2 Emry is good stuff. Keep this. Yeah.
It's nice having a Pithing Needle in the main deck.
2.
Yeah.
Remember that game against Burn? Were you there for that one? The Arid Mesa?
No, I wasn't.
I Mishra's baubled them, and they had an Arid Mesa on top of their deck, and we needled it, and it won us the game because their hand was full of 2-mana spells.
Sick.
I was playing blue-black Urza on that one.
Oh yeah, I definitely missed that one.
Yeah.
Against the one that you had labeled UV Besties?
No, I haven't streamed that list yet.
Okay.
No, this was blue-black Thopter Sword from last week.
Okay.
Pretty sure it was on one of the stream ones though. So
Okay.
Polluted Delta, Island, Thought Scour. We're against Mill. Oh boy.
Should be a good matchup.
Well, Emry's going to be A+ here.
They're just thought scouring themselves.
Yeah. Good to know. Oh, it's self-mill. Interesting.
What are they trying to accomplish?
Thassa's Oracle, most likely.
I see.
That is almost definitely their win condition. So
maybe it's like a souped-up blue-black
inverter deck from
yeah.
Could be. Flipped by Bridge there, not particularly useful. We will have the ability to draw 2 cards. We're going to do the upkeep bubble, so I learned this from playing against the guy who directed me to Zach Goldman's Twitter. He played exceptionally fast with the Moto interface, and one of the things he fired off all of his bubbles on the opponent's upkeep. The main reason to do this is to make sure that the extra card that you draw is not in your hand if you get hit with a discard spell.
Yep.
And you get to see the card that they were going to draw. So I know that there's an Obsidian in their hand. Okay, so maybe it's like Self-Mill Reanimator? Esper... Oh, maybe it's the Goryo's Vengeance Obsidian deck that plays like one copy of Grizzlebrand.
Yeah.
Collective Brutality. Well, they're going to get nothing out of our hand. They discarded a Jin Gitaxis. That's terrifying.
When do you think you're going to pop the Spellbomb? Well, obviously not now, but...
Well, I think I just have to hold it over their head, right?
Yeah.
Because as long as I don't pop it, they can't reanimate, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously now that they've ditched one payoff, the problem is, like, if we've been looking at the way that their deck's been playing out, they have a lot of ways to put more cards in there. So, Wrenn and Six is a pretty good draw here, although I won't be able to cast it for 2 turns. So what we're going to do is just play, I think going to play Sword of the Meek.
And hold up Spellbomb?
And hold up Spellbomb.
I'm surprised they're playing Force and Negation.
I'm not. They have to be... If your blue count is high enough and you're playing Modern, I think you should probably be playing that.
It's not terribly good in a proactive combo deck.
Right, but you need to disrupt other combo decks. And, like, their combo doesn't win the game particularly fast, right?
Sounds dubious.
Are you dubiously challenging me?
Nope.
Oh. You don't want to flip 10 cards?
Nope.
White, blue, blue. What is happening?
No, is it Unburial Rites? Is there one in the yard?
They just floated a mana and passed the turn. What? doing. They're tapping mana really fast and then untapping it. I don't understand what they're trying to play and failing to play.
Don't they want double blue?
Okay. Yeah. They hard cast a Prized Amalgam. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's a legal play.
This is very weird.
Yeah. So the question is, do I play my Wrenn and Six into it? I think the answer is yes, because I drew a removal spell that will be able to kill it. So we're getting our 1 red source. You may ask me at this moment, but why isn't there a snow-covered mountain in this deck?
Because you just care about... Well, I don't think there's a good reason to have one, is there?
So the reason to have one is not to have to shock there.
I don't think that's that good of a reason.
Correct. And I need to play this out to have Metalcraft for next turn. I don't...
What would you name Gristlebrand?
Yeah, I'm actually just going to take a shot in the dark. What I was considering was which fetch land to name off of which they played, and that's way too speculative. Gristlebrand is a way, way better choice, because if we just hit with that, then it was huge. There's a good chance that they're just going to hardcast Obsidian here. So they will be able to kill Wrenn and Six with that, but we have lots of ways to get around that. We have a Whir in hand that will be able to get us a bridge. Obsidian will, of course, still keep draining us, but we have Thopter Foundry to gain life, so we're not dead to that at all.
You need to find the Foundry, though.
Yeah, of course.
Is it a 6/6 or a 5/5?
It's a 5/5.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a good chance they're just going to attack us here, because that means they're very close to... It doesn't have haste. Right. Cool.
It only gets haste if it gets...
Yeah. I forgot about that part. So they're not going to be able to kill Wrenn and Six. 11. Cool. So that means we're going to have 5 turns after this. I am very tempted to pop the Nihil Spellbomb here. They're down to 2 cards in hand. So I'm going to do that. I just want to be able to draw into more action right now. I think nuking their yard is useful. Also, I can't Whir for my bridge right now, which I just realized, because it's in the graveyard. But drawing extra cards here means we're more likely to get something like that. And that is a very good thing to have right here. So I'm going to fetch my 3rd island. I'm going to play Emry and Thopter Foundry and hold up Galvanic Blast and Thopter, the ability to create Thopters. This also means that starting next turn I will be able to create endless numbers of Thopters. I'm going to pick up the Mystic Sanctuary now just in case. I might want a second Galvanic Blast next turn. And we're good. Let's see if we can get there on this. So we're going to 8. We're going to gain 1 to 9, maybe gain 2. I don't know if there's a lot of value in killing this Prized Amalgam right now. We'll see. Haunted Dead, yeah, that's fine. We're getting a bridge back next turn. So with them down to 1 mana, I think we just make 2 Thopters and go to block.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Again, wonderful, cheerful banter.
Yeah. It's strange. Why did he ask about concession?
I think that... Whoa! No! What? Oh, that's weird.
I don't understand.
Maybe they're just really excited about coming into the stream and hanging out. I think, actually, you know what I think that was? I think that was a scoop from that game. If you look at the board state and they know
it's
their
not
deck,
great. But it is strange that it happened right after they said that.
no, yeah. I mean, they. I don't know if you were incentivized to tell your opponent, yeah, I had no outs, but.
That's not true.
Do I bring Ashiok in against... Well, maybe they didn't, though, right? Like, no, because the Thopter Sword combo was... Yeah, that's what it was. I had 5 mana per turn, and if...
I thought you were saying you didn't have outs, and I was like,
no,
you're in a very good
they
position.
didn't have outs. That's what the concession was. That was them just going, can I win here? No. I think Mystical Dispute is coming in. I don't know about Ashiok. Probably Veil. And Blood Moon looked like a full lockout.
Ashiok looks like a very good card in the matchup.
Yeah.
Because they mill themselves a lot.
I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of creature kill post board, which makes me almost think that it's right to board like this. But I think Emry's just too good of a card.
Yeah, I think so too. Emry's just bonkers.
Yeah, I'm going to cut 1, maybe 2 Pithing Needles.
What else would you needle in their deck?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't think there's anything else. I think the only options are Fetchlands and Griselbrand. We didn't see Griselbrand there. They're probably not playing if they're playing Jin-Gitaxias. I
don't know.
I think I want to shave on... I want to shave on combo, but I don't think that's a good choice either. Galvanic Blast seems generally not very good. Capsule also not very good against all their black creatures. It could potentially kill Jin-Gitaxias at the exact right moment, but that doesn't...
I don't think that alone is worth it.
Yeah, it's not. Aether Spellbomb on the flip side is just more useful on its own because it cycles.
It's just good because they reanimate things. They probably can't hardcast things.
No, I agree with that, but I'm also saying it cycles. So even if you're not using it at the moment, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to cut one of my swords. I feel like there's also going to be Graveyard Hate post board, so seems a little spec. Maybe I'll cut 1 Wrenn and Six, because if I get Rest in Peace or something. I don't know if their deck can pivot that hard, like out of the graveyard to play that, but they definitely can play things like Leyline. They could play Surgical Extraction, even though we don't see that very often nowadays. Might see it... Oh, did I miss the timer? I think I missed the timer. Talking too much.
Oh, crap.
Well, that's fine. My main deck's not bad. That is the first time I've ever done that, too. I'm just having an off day.
Yeah.
Do we keep this on the draw? Seems pretty lackluster. I think we can do better. This is not better. No. There we go. I'm going to toss Ghost Quarter, and I'm going to toss... We have turn 1 Emry here.
Are you going to toss Wrenn and Six?
No, I'm going to toss Snow-Covered Island, probably.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because with 1 more color, we can get to Wrenn and Six. So we're going to go turn 1 Steam Vents. Yeah, Steam Vents into Emry.
Checks out.
Yeah, and then we're going to hope that we draw an Astrolabe or otherwise.
Did you bring any Veils in?
I was supposed to.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. But I believe that I didn't bring anything in at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, this is the first time I've ever done that, so clearly having the most off of off days, but I really don't mind. I'm having a good time testing this deck out, so. We're going to upkeep Bubble them. They've also got a fetch land, so it's very likely they're going to shuffle anyway, so. Yep, there it goes. Shisha. Pocket Sand. What are you drawing? Show me your secrets. Goryo's Vengeance. Yep, Okay, so as expected, but I don't think there's a 0 mana way to discard this format. No, there almost definitely is, but they didn't have it, so. JVP, so definitely want. I don't know how to want Galvanic Blast, but it is another target for Pithing Needle that we could have had.
Are you gonna attack into JVP?
I might. That's a really clever line, isn't it? Yeah, that's smart. Good call. Good call. It's no, it's
If it's not
they
working,
shouldn't
don't do it,
block.
but-
So they shouldn't block. I'm gonna respect my opponent and just play the Bauble.
Okay.
There's no. It is a smart line if they block, and there's quote no reason not to, except when there is. I wouldn't block if I was that player. It's just too weird looking. I'll take the 1 point. I could have the 1 point freebie, but I'm not playing an aggro deck here. Pick up Misty. No. Delta. No. Well, either of these get a basic of their corresponding color. But I don't need green anymore. Theoretically, I could need black, but I'm going to pick that up. And I'm going to pass and go upkeep Bauble again. Finishing my point from earlier, no snow-covered mountain. The reason why is Blood Moon. All of your non-basics are mountains under Blood Moon, so you don't need to do anything silly. Okay, they can reanimate whatever legend they want here, so they're going to get that. Nothing we can do about it, so probably going to be an Obzadad. Nope, Jin Kitaxis. So we're going to lose our hand and our Wrenn and Six here, and I think they're going to draw 7.
Yep.
So that's really bad. But we got the game 1 win. We goofed where we failed to sideboard, so we will see what happens. Also, they did not cast that. Why did they not cast it?
They can do it instant speed.
Sure.
I don't know why they want to do that though.
Maybe because they want to make us discard? So if they play it during our end step, it means Goryo's Vengeance doesn't exile it until their end step, and then we'll hit the cleanup, and we'll have to discard our hand. I think that's why. Which is risky, because we could draw Graveyard Hate, but then they could pop it out in response. They won't get the whole thing, but they will get some of it. So we will see how this goes down. Whir is a pretty good draw here, because this is a sneaky way to pop out Nihil Spellbomb. So that's our plan for this turn. Just going to play... I don't have to.
Okay.
That's not necessary. Emry is going to pop out... Okay, question is, can I play Thopter Foundry and Whir? Yes. No, I don't have black or white mana here, so I should have fetched for black there. That's okay. I don't need to play the Foundry this turn. Okay, so Emry gets Bauble. Play it. Okay, and I'm going to pass the turn, and they're going to do the thing that I said during our end step. Once again, this means their Goryo's Vengeance will be able to do the thing. Right, so return target legendary creature from the grave to the battlefield. That creature gains haste, exile at the beginning of the next end step. So they are in my end step, so they would be able to attack us. So we're going to do the thing that I said. We're going to improvise with the Bauble. Nope, wait. X is currently 1. Oh, I need to play another blue, because I paid a green. I see what happened. Bruce by the Magic Guy. That's awesome.
That's cute.
Yeah. Seems like a bit of an aggressive concession there, but I guess my engine was kind of humming along. So, yeah.
Do you have an eye on chat?
I do not. Oh, no, I do. I have the dashboard open.
Because they might just show up there.
Oh, I'm sure they will. Also, man, I got a bunch of follows that I didn't see. So, thank you, MTGO Kid, Mox, Boomerang, Danil 2285, and Balduz. I missed all of those. I don't know how, but super duper, man. I'm up to 22 whole followers.
That's a lot more than you started off with.
Yeah, I think I had like 7. Most of them from like forever ago, where I streamed a very small amount of terrible Dota. I have one highlight still where I played against a Dota Pro player who was current at the time.
How did it end?
Pretty sure we won.
Oh wow, you scored all the goals.
I did. Winning die rolls today. Oh, that is such a sweet avatar.
Is that Urza? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, 2019 Modern Championship Prestige. So, 2 rad MTG. Alright, this is pretty sketchy, but because of the Misty, I'm going to keep it. So this is one of those bauble ourselves kind of games. The reason we're going to do that is we're looking for a second land drop. So we're going to bauble ourselves, and if it is not a land on top, we're going to shuffle and play the Pithing Needle. No, we're not. We're not going to play a Pithing Needle on a blank board in the dark. That's madness.
Yep.
Okay, so...
You're going to bauble on their upkeep?
No, I'm going to bauble... yeah, I guess I can. Might as well. There's a thought.
Is there any reason not to?
Nope, you're right. Good catch. And I'm going to bauble myself. Mox Amber. That is not a land, so we're not going to choose to draw that card. Astrolabe, sure.
Are you against 5-color Niv?
Could be. Could be 5-color Niv. Could be any. It could be any
Urza.
snow pile. It could be an Urza deck. It's an Urza deck.
Yep.
It's an Urza deck. So, I don't play Welding Jar in this deck, so we might be Pithing Needling Welding Jar. So they just saw the Mox Amber that's on top of my deck, which means they know we're on the same deck. But that's fine. This is going to fetch Steam Vents, because there are more shots at green sources in the deck. We're going to pray. So they draw, we draw, then we draw for turn. Little unfortunate. So playing Pithing Needle out. I call Welding Jar. Just want to use my mana this turn. Definitely need to cast something. This game is not looking great. We're a 21 land deck, and we have 1 tap land, so it was definitely a little bit of a risky keep.
Still in this.
Oh yeah, we're still in it fine. They haven't done anything. If they have an Emry, I have a Galvanic Blast, so and we have a Nihil Spellbomb, so we have good tools for the matchup so far. Looks like maybe blue-black Urza. We don't know if they're playing combo or not. They probably are. Probably should be. Could be Sultai. Could be any number of colors at this point. They keep holding up mana, so and the way they played out the early turns, probably playing Metallic Rebuke in their deck. So just be careful about what spells we fire off in what sequence. That's a little frustrating because we don't have snow mana right now.
Yeah.
So it means we're not able to cast anything. But luckily they're not doing anything either, so we're doing okie dokie. Holding pattern is not the worst thing that could be happening here.
Do they know you're playing Wrenn and Six?
Nope. There's no reason for them to speculate that I'm playing Wrenn and Six. There's also no reason for them not to. Okay, the second Watery Grave means they're like pretty much definitely on blue-black Urza. Delta, sure. So this is going to be Urza this turn. When Urza resolves, we're going to respond to him. To the construct trigger by Galvanic Blasting him. They can't cast Metallic Rebuke right now. So this is as good as it gets for us.
Yay, Metalcraft.
Yep. It's freaking metal, man. It's so metal. And that is going to get us rolling.
Basic Island.
No, I need green.
But you can cast the Astrolabe.
No, I cannot. Well, I could, but then I can't cast Wrenn and Six.
That's true.
So if I sequence in a different order, then I will be able to cast a 1-mana spell that I don't have in my hand. But I think I'd rather get Wrenn and Six onto the board this turn. Even though it's quite easy for them to play an artifact and blow me out. Is there an argument for playing Thopter Foundry instead this turn? Because next turn I can then play Sword of the Meek. And they can't stop me. I still think Wrenn and Six is the best thing to get, even if they kill it. It just gives me more access to more mana for next turn. So if they play a single artifact here, then I lose the Wrenn and Six, but it's not going to be the end of the world. We're not going to let it be. So they went to combat, so it means they, for some reason, have 0 artifacts in their hand, or they're planning on whirring during combat. I don't know why they do that. They did not. So it looks like their hand is full of like interaction they haven't been able to fire off. There's probably at least one Fatal Push hanging out. So I can't get Sanctuary yet, but I can get it on the next land. This is going to get Snow-Covered Island. We're going to play Astrolabe, because I'll have 3 mana up to pay for Metallic Rebuke if they have that. All right.
Do you need the second Mox Amber?
No, I can burn it for mana.
Do you think they have Metallic Rebuke?
I think they probably have Metallic Rebuke and Cryptic Command right now.
Okay, so I guess there's no point in floating and playing Mox Amber.
Not right now. The way I'd want to sequence it is play a spell that I want them to counter, and then follow it with a second spell that I'm okay with that I want to resolve. So I think what I'm going to do is play Sword of the Meek, because they're not going to counter it, and I think I'm also going to play Astrolabe this turn. Next turn, I'm going to play Thopter Foundry. They're going to have to counter it, and then I'm going to play Urza to follow up. I don't have the mana to do it this turn, so I think I just do it next turn. So I need any color of mana from this thing. I'll pay it with this. Pay it Astrolabe. Yep. And then we're going to play Sword of the Meek. We are going to lose the Wrenn and Six here, but that was bound to happen eventually. We'll play Sword. They're not going to counter it. Unless they're feeling sassy. Really? Are they going to bounce Wrenn and Six? Like, I don't know what this play is about.
Maybe they'll bounce. No, I don't know, actually.
Oh, they bounced their own Astrolabe. They're just drawing 2 cards. Okay, that's clever. That is... Yeah, I've never seen anyone make that play before. If I could play the Thopter Foundry here, I would. But I have no mana. No way to generate the 1 extra mana I need. So... But that's 1 Cryptic Command down. They have to spend 1 of their mana to replay the Astrolabe this turn. No, they do not. They can just attack my Wrenn and Six for 2. They probably will anyway, but actually, and there might have been value to actually throwing down my Mox Amber there at end of turn, because then I could use the Astrolabe to get the black to Nihil Spellbomb them there. But I think the play of Thopter Foundry into Urza this turn is going to work out for us, though.
Yeah. How do you plan on paying for 6 mana?
So I don't. This is a Lotus Petal right now.
Okay.
Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. I also think I'm going to flip my Galvanic Blast on top
That
of my
being
deck.
said, it's just like you don't have a legendary thing.
I lost my Wrenn and Six. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't realize. This is no longer a Lotus Petal. This is a horrible state of affairs instead. Super. Okay, so this means we're delayed by 1 turn. So that means instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Galvanic Blast on top of my deck. I'm going to Bauble them, and then during their upkeep, I'm going to Galvanic Blast their construct. Okay, got it. There's a new plan. So Bauble them. They have no fetches. Cool. Polluted Delta, sure. We go get Mystic. Yeah. The whole time I was concocting that line, I forgot that the Bauble was being turned on by Wrenn and Six. Again, not something I normally do in paper, but I don't know. Just having an off day. Brain is firing at like not enough percentage. Considering how stumbly the early part of this game was, though, it's going fine.
Yeah.
Oh, let this be. Oh, no, it's going to be Archmage's Charm. It's going to be Archmage's Charm to draw 2. Oh, no, it's a Whir. It's quite a big Whir. Whir for 2, sure. It's going to be Thopter Foundry? Sort of Meek, sure. So I guess they have Foundry and Urza in hand?
If they have another word, don't you get blown out?
By what?
Just worrying for another artifact.
In what way? I don't
If you
understand.
Blast them, it'll turn into a 5/5.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that anymore. I don't need to
Okay.
do that anymore. At all. So I can try to kill it here. They can't Cryptic me. But the reason I'm not is they have a land drop, so they could just play Urza and go off. So we're just going to have to take this hit from the construct on the chin and allow them to set up Thopter Sword there. If they misplay Thopter Sword and they forget that we have Nihil Spellbomb in play, we could eat it. So we'll see what happens here. And actually, we have combo now. So problem is I have to play Urza first in the sequence. Goblin Engineer doesn't get me anywhere. So I think we're dead. Theory, I could just jam Urza and hope they don't have it. They have 6 cards in hand.
Well, you can kill the construct if he goes for the combo.
Sure. Technically true.
If that's what you were worried about.
Yeah. I think I play Thopter Foundry here to force them to use mana. So we're not dead. Yeah. So that's the Rebuke, which I can't pay for. Nope. And then if I put this Goblin Engineer into play by shocking Watery Grave, I'll have 1 mana open to still Galvanic Blast their construct. I think we're just going to see if we can force a misplay here. See if we can get a unforced error, basically. So this is going to go get anything that we want. Doesn't really matter. That's fine. This means they're not making any Thopters this turn.
Not probably.
Yeah. And do I want to search for anything? And if so, what do I want to get?
Do you
Says
care about the bridge?
non-black. Do I care about bridge? I guess it's possible. No, it does. I mean,
There's no way to get out of your yard right now, anyways.
yeah. Whatever I'm putting in here, I'm saying I don't need this right now. So I guess extra Thopter Foundries are a bit redundant. No, hold on. My Thopter Foundry isn't great. Extra sword is redundant. I don't need to draw that, so I'll put it in the bin. Okay. So the end of my turn is where there's going to be a moment where they might really goof. Let's see if they do. The Nihil Spellbombs have been in play forever. I think they did. They did. This is like hard to watch because it's like a double goof. So we Nihil Spellbomb them. Can't pay for it, but that's okay. Or sorry, I'm choosing not to pay for it. I could pay for it. And then we're also going to blow up their construct. I'm assuming they have an Urza in hand, but this is still better for us. Why is there a sword in play? They didn't sacrifice the sword. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this freaking game. I mean, I still killed the construct. Like, it was still a decent... Again, I even on Moto, I don't normally make these mistakes. I don't know why I'm making them all tonight in one go.
Because you don't feel well?
Yeah, I guess so. I feel okay now. I just think I'm, like, lower energy than usual. There's another Cryptic. Still choking their mana pretty hard, though. Yeah. Okay. So that might be something, assuming they don't have another Fatal Push, although there's a good chance that they do. So we'll see what they got here. If they've got an Urza, finally, then they just went on the spot. Yeah, I'm out of here. Well played, opponent. Okay, so I think this is a Tezzeret matchup. It is definitely an Ashiok matchup. Veil seems excellent. Mystical Dispute seems excellent. I think Fatal Push is basically just as good as Galvanic Blast in this matchup. But Blast can go to face, so I'm going to keep the blasts. I guess Fatal Push can technically kill a very large construct, but
yeah,
I'm not super worried about that.
Well, if you can have Revolt real reliably, isn't Fatal Push just better?
No, because it can't go face.
I thought you said this wasn't a matchup where you want to race them.
Yeah, but you occasionally can just close out a game with it. I guess that's probably true, though.
Well, I don't know. If there's other rationale for it.
No, it's just that they're roughly equivalent, except it can go face. And that's, again, I said, like, it's one of those things that it comes up, like, in more of my games than I ever thought it would, but this is definitely not a Wrenn and Six matchup, I think. I might leave one. That's probably not. Aether Spellbomb is probably limited use here. This feels like too many board ins, though.
Do you need the Tezzeret?
Not really, but it seems like generally very good, right? Like, it's just like another really powerful threat that they have to deal with, and in this they don't particularly have good tools to deal with.
Well, then I guess there's merit to leaving it in.
Yeah.
Do you need both Veil of Summer and Mystical Dispute?
I think so. They play a lot of counter magic, so that's why you want we want Veil. The Mystical Dispute is for their proactive, like it beats their reactive spells like that, but it also does things like counters a Thopter Foundry or counters an Urza.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's pretty reasonable. I also feel like, yeah, I saw it this time. I feel like Engineer, because they've got removal, and I think I'm gonna cut the pushes.
You're aware that you don't have Blast in the
I am aware that I don't have Blast in the deck right now.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. I'm just leaning in a different direction. I'm just saying, hey, we're going to fight over the combo, and I'm not going to worry about the sort of mid-range game. And if I have to, I've got Bridge. So, and then again, just learning while we play. Seems like a pretty reasonable hand. I'm going to keep it.
Gonna dispute their Emry.
That is potential plan. The blue-black deck, though, is not as aggressive on getting like a turn 1 Emry. Unless it's, yeah, anyway. Took them all to 6. Okay. I'm going to Bauble on their upkeep because they could be playing Thutsies. Strength of this hand was having 2 mana sources that can cast this Ashiok, so hopefully going to get Ashiok on turn 3. Veil of Summer. Yep, so they brought in Veils. So they are playing green as well. And that was like probably the best possible thing to see on that first play.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it looks like this is going to be a Thoughtseize. Inquisition. Yeah.
What do you think they're going to take?
I have no idea. I'm not going to bother thinking about it. It's just going to happen. If I were them, what would I take, though?
I would take the Dispute.
Yeah, I guess so. They have a Veil, though. Like, in their hand right now. So, like, I guess the question is, I think you take the Ashiok. Huh?
I guess... Yeah, Veil doesn't deal with Ashiok.
No, it doesn't. We got to turn to Emry anyway. I do have to shock for that.
Have you played the mirror match often?
I think twice.
Okay.
It's never like a mirror though. That's
yeah, it's a different flavor.
Yeah, it's always different flavors. So they can veil my Ashiok activation, which is worth knowing. I'm gonna try to play out my Bauble here because I'm forcing the action on their Nihil Spellbomb.
And if they pay, you can play Ashiok.
Exactly, which it looks like they're going to.
Oh, that's weird.
What? Okay, there they went. Okay. Okay. Did they get a tap breeding pool there?
Yes, they did.
Oh! What did they sack for? Misty? No, they have a second Watery Grave. Okay, whatever. Interesting. They have a veil. Maybe they don't know if they can veil the Ashiok activation. Whatever. I'm happy either way. If they have another fetch land, they can't use it. They could trophy me here, but that'd be pretty great for me.
Yep, Urza all the way.
Yeah, Thopter Foundry? Sure. I would like to draw a mana source right now. Hey! Call them shots. Yep. I need black mana? Yes, I do. Do I? Yes, I do. Check. We're going to play the Urza here. Boom. Lord High Artificer. Oh, I could be Emrying or I could be Ashioking myself to turn on Emry. Oh, worth thinking about for next turn.
It's really weird how it's templated.
Yeah, it is very strange. I would love if there was like a crazy blowout here where they like play a black source and like Bontu's Last Reckoning me. It's like, oh, yeah. Okay, am I Ashioking to mill myself? Yes, I am, because then I could play an artifact and potentially, yeah. Hey, look, a Thopter Foundry. Oh, but an Astrolabe. Astrolabe is better right now.
It's neutral.
It's card neutral.
It's also mana neutral.
Yes, it is. Excellent point. Draw a card.
And it makes the construct thicker.
Yo, he's a thick boy. So I've done this before in mirror matches and had it gone exceptionally well. Do I Pithing Needle Thopter Foundry here? I don't think I need to. It's just...
Well, you're winning this race.
Right.
If you Pithing Needle, you hit him for 5.
Yeah, but I don't...
Turn cost.
Yeah, but if they sack the Thopter Foundry to make a Thopter, I'm very okay with that, right?
I think so.
I think this turn we're just going to play the second Emry. I think we're so far ahead in this game I shouldn't really worry about like micro decisions too much. Which is, of course,
racks or anything.
Well, that's what I'm asking myself. Like, are they going? Like, I literally mentioned, like, are they gonna like Bontu's Last Reckoning me out of nowhere? Because this is Metallic Rebuke. Sure. Yeah, you can rebuke my Emry. Now that they're slightly lower on resources, I feel like I want to Pithing Needle that Thopter Foundry.
I have no dispute to this.
Okay, we're gonna do it. See what happens. We are here to learn. No one's saying that we're great. So, you know, when this goes on the record, I want it to be said that I did this as a further learning experience.
But I'm the fall guy here.
Okay. Can always say it was Roy's fault. Got it.
Cha-ching.
Roy made me do it. Sure. Would you like to take my redundant Urza or my Lotus Petal? Took my redundant Urza. Got it. Okay. Super. I think maybe
Any
that was
changes
just...
on the draw?
I feel like I'm more incentivized to help Galvanic Blast or Fatal Push for Emry, and Galvanic Blast is more likely to kill Emry on turn 1. I think maybe cut the last Wrenn and Six. And maybe cut some Disputes. They're still good, though. They're still really good.
Draw,
I think maybe Tezzeret.
Poor Tezzeret.
I know, I freaking love this card. I want to play the versions of this deck that have a main. Some of them. Just I have them loaded up. I will do it at some point because I just want to play him in a main deck and see and get more of a sample size of what happens when you resolve him. Because the number of times I've played Tezzeret has been fantastic. So like, I don't know.
Kind of like how I'm moving to try to play Nissa in the main deck against Josh because he always Thoughtseize it away. I don't know how it performs.
Right. I think otherwise the deck list is fine here.
Yeah. You're not playing tomorrow, are you?
No, I'm staying out in Oakville.
Okay.
I'll stream 2 or 3 leagues.
Huh.
Well, Grandma's away in Vietnam, so I feel like I have more of a run of the place. This is a terrible hand. They mulliganed, I will also. This is a much more acceptable hand. I will keep this.
Are you bottoming Watery Grave?
I'm definitely bottoming a land. I think, yeah, Watery Grave is the appropriate choice. It would be really unfortunate if they Thoughtseize and take the Astrolabe. But I guess we can just fetch Steam Vents then.
Yeah.
Okay. Which direction are you going? Is this Thoughtseize? It is nothing.
Could
Got
be in
it.
position.
It's nothing. No.
Why did they do that?
Maybe they're not very experienced
You
yet.
want to just hold up Dispute?
I don't. I can't imagine a turn 2 play that is more impactful than me having Galvanic Blast and Dispute next turn.
Okay.
And if
So-
the turn 2 play is not a blue spell, then that's really bad for me.
Fair.
Yeah. The ideal draw on this turn would be a 0-mana artifact. Maybe they screwed up last turn. Alright, well. Have at it. Can't get rid of an Emry. I think they take the Dispute for sure. And that means we're going to cast Emry this turn.
Oh wow, they played a tap land.
Mm-hmm.
That is something.
Yeah. So we're going to fetch basic, play Astrolabe, play Emry. Trigger. Trigger. Hooray. Bauble, Mox Amber, and Executioner's Capsule, all wonderful options for next turn. And because Astrolabe is a fair and balanced card, we have access to 2 black.
Yep. You also have access to green.
Yes. Green, red, many things.
Ooh, Bauble.
Yeah. So what does Bauble mean to this hand? I think, like, this game state, I don't think it means anything. We don't have any way to
That
shuffle.
means you don't need to play a Bauble out of the yard, and you can play Executioner's Capsule instead.
I could, but, like, I don't know what value that has. I think drawing 2 cards is better than almost anything we could be doing right now. I think this means I play out this other Bauble.
Just whatever you do, don't crack it this turn.
No, I'm going to crack it on their upkeep.
Yeah.
I crack both of these on their upkeep. I'm also going to play the second Emry, because if they have a discard effect, then this means I get to blow them out, because I can fire off the Galvanic Blast in response, which they know I have. We flipped Thopter Foundry. Cool.
Your whole hand should be known to them.
Yeah, it should be. But we'll see if they remembered it. What do you have? We're actually going to fire off the second one after they draw. Mystic Sanctuary is not a good draw right now for them. It's a tap land. They missed a land drop already, and it doesn't get any extra value. So that was excellent for us. So they are not having a good time over there. What is your next draw? This is more valuable information. Whir. Whir is not scary because it goes for 1. Cool. Cool. We're good. Draw 3. Just a nice little ancestral here. Hey, look at that. We've got Thopter Sword. Hey, look at that. We got a Veil of Summer to protect it.
Veil of Summer.
Nice. So we're going to play Mox Amber. We're going to play Breeding Pool. I'm going to play the Thopter Foundry out of my graveyard. Blue. Sorry, black. And a blue. Pay 1. Okay. They didn't counter it. Sweet. I can play Sword and still have... Yeah, okay, cool. What do you got? Assassin's Trophy. Do I veil this? 10 out of 10.
I think so.
Sorry, nerd. Do. Oh, and we draw the Ashiok. That's all the feel goods. So, even if they have a way to destroy this, we're just way ahead. They do have Whir, so they could go get a Pithing Needle. They can get a Nihil Spellbomb at instant speed, worth remembering. They're going to Whir at sorcery speed, I guess. Archmage's Charm. They're trying to get land drops, that makes sense. Maybe they Needle in hand already? No. Okay. That wasn't an Urza. Darn. Well, I guess we can't have it all.
Well, you can draw more cards.
Yeah. I'm playing Ashiok here, though. It's going to force them
what
to
I mean is with the
strand.
Bauble.
Yeah. There is a potential... No, there isn't. They can rebuke. Got it. Got it. We're good. We're good.
They can dispute it.
They could. That is the reason I should have done the thing that I was about to propose, which was that I could have played could have played. Okay, the reason I'm hitting them here now, by the way, is because I already have Thopter Sword. So I don't need to do anything else. Am I going to draw another card? Yes, because I'm still looking for an Urza that will immediately win me the game. Get that thing, and pass the turn. Cool. We can make 2 Thopters. They're tapped down right now. I'm going to make 1 Thopter right now, actually. Pay 1 with this. Sack that. Okay. This. Okay, cool. Should have upkeep bubbled them. It's okay. I'm just slightly aware of the clock right now. I know we're in game 3, but like these games can go very, very long, as I've seen before. What do you got? Trophy. Trophy my Ashiok? Yeah, that's gonna resolve.
That was strange.
No, they have a Whir in their hand.
But now you're just gonna.
Well, I know, but like I think what they're just making a statement. They're like, we got to do something about that.
Yeah. I suppose.
Yeah. This does mean I'm free to make 2 Thopters though. Their deck should not be playing any instant speed way to disrupt me right now. Yeah, they're not. Cool. Draw 2. Cool.
Wow.
What?
No, this is a Spellbomb.
Yeah, I mean Spellbomb's a decent draw right here because it means that I get to set up to host their graveyard again.
Yeah.
So they boarded an Assassin's Trophy where we didn't. Obviously we are playing different deck lists, but I don't know if Assassin's Trophy is something you want to be doing in this matchup. It just...
It feels like a resource war.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is like, it just puts your opponent too far ahead a lot of the time. If I was playing it against them, I think I feel a lot worse because they have things like Archmage's Charm and Cryptic Command. So like giving them more resources to get to that Loch, which is very resource intensive, just feels super weak. Okay, we're aware that they have Whir in hand, so I don't want to tap down too low doing this because they can always Whir for a Nihil Spellbomb in response.
Or even a Pithing Needle.
Yeah, or Pithing Needle. Well, if they were going to go for Pithing Needle, they should have done it earlier than later. Because the timing doesn't matter on Pithing Needle. It's not like they have to catch my sword in my graveyard or anything.
I suppose that's true.
Okay. I can go for 1 more here. Yeah? Yeah, I can. I'm going to do it. I think maximizing the amount of tokens I have now is worth it. They can't even punish by getting something like EE right now. They don't have the mana. Cool. Draw. Oh, it's going to be Cryptic Tap your team. Yeah, cool. So I'm going to tap Emry in response. I'm going to say I want to be able to play this Spellbomb until the end of my turn. We still have 2 draws here, so if either of them are an Urza, we win the game on the spot. So they were not. That's okay. I'm going to replay my Bauble. I have a Dispute in my graveyard. I also have a Veil of Summer in my graveyard. I'm going to go get my Sanctuary to put the Dispute on top, and then I'm going to Bauble them to... Nope, Sanctuary must be in my graveyard. Alright, well, no worries. Okay, clock is concerning. Pass the turn. Should have upkeep bubbled them. Not going to worry about it too much. If they have Urza and Thopter Foundry, we get to blow them out with Galvanic Blast. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power in play. So if I make 4 Thopters, I have lethal. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to pay 1, sack this. Always yield. Yes. Pay 1, sack this. Yes. pay 1. Take this. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, one more. And the clock's on them right now, so we're good.
Feels like they did nothing this game.
They stumbled and died, yeah. Yeah, they disrupted us a little bit and then they died. The blue-black variation of Urza is like that. It's kind of like Inverter in that it's like a Splinter Twin deck where you are playing a more controlling role. You can assemble Thopter Foundry and Sword together, just those two things, and then just sort of like use your mana and grind up some value. But generally speaking, the deck will have a lot of games where it's just like, I did nothing and died. You know? Okay. Attack for 12. If they have a Fatal Push, they can survive for one more turn, or so they think, but I have a Galvanic Blast as well. Yep. Got him. Oh, they revealed their hand there. So the feel-bads, they wanted to do the rub-ins of how crap their hand was. I saw a Whir. I didn't see much else. It was really quick.
I did not pay attention.
Yep. I'm
They're
going
dead
to grab a drink very quickly. Did you just say they were dead to you?
No, of course not.
No, Roy would never say that. I'll be back in like
So mean.
2 seconds.
Yep.
Gotta check on my Jello desserts too that I'm making in the fridge.
Ooh, Jello.
Yeah. Alrighty then. Alright. I'm guessing I forgot to do the thing. Yes, I did. Alright. Oh, it's all good. Huh. So how do I... Clips, no, chat. Okay, there we go. Got it. Cool. Lost the die roll, finally. Lost the die roll against first turn negator. Oh boy. This is a rough hand. We're going to mulligan that. We can do better. In the eternal words of Roy the Boy, Poserath and Nathan.
I'm so glad you started mulliganing more aggressively.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, one of the things is, though, I'm playing Modern here.
Yeah, it is true that the different formats mulligan differently.
Yeah, we're keeping this one. We're going to bottom a Whir. Got turn 1 Emry. So... Creeping Tar Pit.
Might be Corey Burkhart Grixis Control.
Or Sultai, but I just want to comment how horribly off-brand that is with the name First Turn Negator. Like, that's really goofy. I have it. Okay, so as we're learning and playing this deck, something to highlight here. When we're fetching on turn 1, I want to get a snow-covered land with one of my first 2 fetches. So I'm going to get a snow-covered land. Means I don't have to shock. And then depending on what we mill with Emry and what we draw next turn, we can Misty for a tap land. So I think that's worth the archive trap. Oh, no, we're against Mill. Mill that's playing main deck archive trap. You are archive trapping against my Emry. I am okay with this.
I just don't understand why they're playing Tarpit.
Yeah, I don't understand why they're playing Tarpit either, but like maybe it's for the post board juke that usually happens.
Would bring in Chase's Phantasm.
Yeah. Apparently it's bad. Apparently you're not supposed to do that if you are like in the know. But like
that's my running joke. When people ask me what my favorite trap is, I tell them it's Chase's Phantasm.
Yeah, nice.
Doesn't belong in a mill deck.
So there's a Sword of the Meek in our bin now. We did lose an Urza. Fatal Push, unfortunate.
We'll just draw another one.
Or
Engineer. That works.
So that will put a... We already have Thopter Foundry and Sword in the graveyard. So... we're getting... Steam Vent's got milled too. You can't play this Engineer.
That's annoying.
Yeah, well, that's the thing that happens against that deck. I'm going to get...
As long as it's a blue source.
Yeah, I guess. We also lost the Mystic Sanctuary?
I think so.
Oh, no, it's in my hand. Doy.
Oh.
Yeah, there. I'm going to cycle Lonely Sandbar here, and I'm going to pay with the Watery Grave in case we drew an Arcum's Astrolabe. We did not. Pass the turn. Okay. So we can whir for a Thopter Foundry next turn and start trying to kill them. No, we can't. That's unfortunate. Yep. We're just going to slowly but surely try to get into this.
Yeah.
This turn we'll be able to whir for a Thopter Foundry and do that. I'm going to do it on the end of their turn, tax their mana. Hopefully they haven't drawn an Archive Trap. Depending on what they tap for here. It's going to be into the story, maybe? I don't know if they play that.
Probably do.
Yeah, I would.
Or Visions of Beyond.
Yeah, but that only costs 1. Yeah, into the story. So we're going to whir in response to this while they're tapped down. Cool. 2. Yeah. It's a good chance they're going to get enough resources here to burn us out. But
let's hope they don't draw Archive Trap.
They're very likely to.
That's why we hope.
Yeah. Nope. We're on 15 cards, so it's going to be really tight. But there's a good chance they have a glimpse or something decent. So venture deeper. Yep. And if they have glimpse, they can put us to 1 card, and we won't have enough time to win. They did not. Yes, they don't. Okay, so we can put 5, then 5. I mean, yep, that's the line. Thought Scour, sure. That's not enough, but it draws them 1 deeper. Thought Scour, that's not enough, but it draws them 1 deeper. They have another Merfolk Secret Keeper. We're going to be some trubs. Okay, so pay 1, sack Mox Amber. Always yield. Yes. Oop, no, that was a no, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. Sack that. Yes. Yes. Sack that. Yes. Like that. Cool. Draw a card. Decent draw. Crack in here. So 6. 6 this turn. Plus 5. So 3-turn clock, unfortunately. It's just not going to be enough. Oof. Yeah, okay. We're going to be dead here. We do get to board in Mystical Dispute and Veil of Summer. And Mill is definitely a very good get you game 1 deck. Okay, put us to 3.
Which is worse, your mill or your burn matchup?
I mean, in theory, burn, but I guarantee you I'm going to have like a 100% win rate against Mill and like a 0% win rate against... Okay, that's Mystic Sanctuary. We're done. You mean overall in actual Magic or speculatively?
I don't understand what you mean.
So speculatively, my burn matchup should be fine, but my overall actual human being matchup against burn is atrocious for no particularly good reason. I just tend to lose to burn no matter what I do. Actually, online I've had an okay record against burn. Okay, so do I actually think that they're going to pivot into creatures? I'm going to take the guess that they're not. Wrenn and Six seems like it could be okay here. If we're able to sort of deflate their early game plans a bit.
Do you think you're going to be able to cast it reliably?
Yeah, should be fine. We have Astrolabes. Like, I understand that there are potential games where it'll be hard, but...
What about Aether Spellbomb?
Yeah, Aether Spellbomb is definitely limited use. Pithing Needle seems like it might be okay.
Against?
I don't
Maybe
know.
they bring an Ashiok?
Yeah, that seems... And I'm going to cut one sword because I feel like there's a very good chance they're going to have Surgical or something similar. So when they hit sword, I don't want to lose as many cards. I would rather have a little bit more... This is a actually good Tezzeret matchup.
Okay, is it worth just going above 60 cards?
I don't think so. It makes your deck unwieldy. Like, because your land percentages start getting really low. I mean, you can try to keep land heavy hands. But I don't think that's worth doing. You could talk me into it, I'm sure.
No, I'm just asking. I'm not...
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. You're just putting the idea forth so that I can defend myself against it to see if it actually might be worth anything. Yeah. Blood Moon is the other question. I wasn't paying enough attention to their land base.
Their land base sucks under Blood Moon.
Does it? Like it dies?
Yeah. Yeah,
it
but
looked,
I don't know if you...
It looked pretty weak. I don't need Bridge. I don't need... Well, if you watched that game, right? Like, if Blood Moon was going to lock them out, or at least, like, really choke them...
Yeah.
We'll see. It at least gave me the opportunity to cut the bridge, which I should do.
Josh brought in choke against the Primeval Titan deck.
How'd that go?
It went really well. Because that Dryad turns all their lands into islands.
Yeah. Oh, yeah! That's really clever.
It's hilarious. Yeah.
Alright. We're going to keep this. It's not particularly strong, but... Then mull to 6. Mull to 5. Alright.
This is good.
I mean, it's alright. We're gonna.
They're effectively a burn deck.
Yeah, I agree with that. But they do have Into the Story to gas up later.
This is true.
All right, so I want to see how weak their hand is. So I'm gonna fire this off right at the beginning. I'm aware they can mill me, but I am using it to play an Emry. So I'm going to get a Steam Vents because I want to be able to cast Blood Moon if I draw it. We're going to Pithing Needle. We're going to call one of their fetch lands. I think we're going to call Polluted Delta, actually. We're gonna
Oh,
hire.
we have Polluted Deltas?
We do, but I just put one in the yard. I'm aware that I have Polluted Deltas. I'm aware this could be shoot me in the foot, but I have access to 3 mana already, and it's much more likely to get them than us. Okay, so we lost one of our blood moons there. But like, if they played a Delta on turn 1 on their Multa 5, like it would have been devastating. And I will take that kind of potential upside. I get a breeding pool here if it's all possible. Yeah, it is. Didn't lose the breeding pool. Cast Emry. Did we flip the one Sword of the Meek? We didn't. That's alright. Did we flip a Mox Amber? We did, so we can play Urza next turn. Visions. They're drawing only one. They're drawing only one? They're drawing only one. Sweet. That's awesome. It was literally one card off. I will take it. It's weird. That's an instant, guy. Human. That's an instant you played. There's a chance that I'm gonna put it.
Maybe he's trying to hit his land drop.
Yeah, maybe actually. I was on the play. I haven't missed the land drop. It was turn 2.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Not a thing that could be relevant. They might have dispute here, but I'm gonna jam my Urza into it anyway. I think the potential upside is like just really good. I don't really have another play to make. Guess I could have just cycled with Emry. Nope, we got there.
Oh, this way we can play Thopter Foundry. Oh, we can't. Never mind.
This turn? No.
It costs white or black.
Correct. There was no way to make that happen.
Yep.
Oh no, they could force me to search. Petty theft. Why you gotta be so petty? I will respond. Float the mana. It's technically correct. Best kind of correct. Lose the mana. Damn. The game caught me. I was gonna try to float it across to my turn. Ooh. Hello there, fast beatdown. So we're gonna start beating them to death with a Pithing Needle is the plan. Hold on. So what can I cast with Emry? Is there anything that's like actually need to cast with Emry that's a big deal? Astrolabe draws me a card, but Mishra's Bauble draws me a card for no resources. However, I don't really want to play the second Emry. I think we're going to play Astrolabe and see what it draws us first. There's a good chance we're playing Tezzeret. And then we're going to boot up Pithing Needle and beat them to death with a needle. So I've got this. Doesn't really do anything. Yep, we're going in on Tezzeret. Go, my pretty. Woof. Alright, well, they're on, like, no cards. So I will take it. So I can tap Pithing Needle and Mox Amber to play Thopter Foundry this turn. Is that worth doing? Probably. So make that black. Mox Amber. Keep that card. Tap it. Do that. Cool. For one. Okay. Hooray, more Thopter Foundries. Okay.
There's a sword here.
There's no sword yet. Makes it almost tempting to
Play
Emry.
the second Emry.
Yeah. But I don't think I want to. I mean, I want to, but I don't think I'm going to.
You can always spin Urza.
Yeah, I think that's probably what we're going to do. Did I play? I did not play land. Okay, good. So tap this. Tap this. Tap this. And spin to win. Damn. That's a problem post board. Oh wait, Mishra's Bauble. I mean, in theory, if they try to mill me in an turn, I'll just dispute it. So that's not the end of the world. They only have one card in hand, so not too likely. Cool. We're gonna pass here. Please place on the end of turn. Please. Do it. Do it. Punt. Oh my god. I think I field. Oh well. That's fine because we have Astrolabes. Cool. Ah, shoot. I was supposed to bobble in there. Literally set the stop, then didn't do the thing. Oh well. Cling to dust. Yeah. Okay. And they're choosing to gain 3 life. Oh, because they wanted to take the Sword of the Meek, but there wasn't one yet. Interesting. Alright.
That was very weird.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it worth bringing Ashiok?
I don't think so. Sell me on it.
It just, they search. That's about it.
Yeah.
And it mills their yard. Worst case scenario, you can... No, you can't. Never mind.
Can't what?
No, I was wondering if you could exile your yard, but you can't.
Nope. Why would I want to?
If their visions and into the store, if their visions is on,
You have
yeah, nothing else going for you.
I guess. I'm thinking about cutting the Blood Moons. Looking at that game, it didn't seem like they were going to be good enough. I think I bring back in the sword. I think I bring back in... I feel like I can try one Ashiok. This means their field doesn't search for them, but it does for us.
Exactly.
And they do seem to play a mess of fetch lands. They are playing Mystic Sanctuary, as they showed us in Game 1. So exiling their bin does have a bit of value. Although with all the fetches... So basically what I'm saying with this Ashiok is I think Mystic Sanctuary and fetches are more value and a higher density than the fact that they can fetch around a Blood Moon. They saw there's also extra value. They should have seen the Blood Moon in my graveyard that game.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to cut the Capsule for the other one. We saw literally 0 creatures except for Creeping Tar Pit, which is black.
And Brazen Borer.
Yeah, and Brazen Borer. I'm not really afraid of Brazen Borer.
Keeper, but yeah, nothing you want to kill.
Yeah. This is a great hand. It's a little slow, but slow should be alright here. Does not have a turn 1 fetch also. Well, I drew one, but I'm going to shock the Steam Vents, play Mox Amber. Do I need to shock the Steam Vents? I feel like that's telegraphing that. No, but I feel like it telegraphs the dispute.
Oh, I see. You want to play the fetch land?
No, I want to play the Steam Vents tapped. I don't think there's anything. I don't think there's anything of terrifyingly high value they're gonna cast on 2.
Doesn't matter. You're gonna fetch. So if you're gonna fetch anyways, you'd hold up Mystical Dispute to dispute the Archive Trap.
That's true. All right, we'll just play the fetch. I'm gonna play the Mox Amber. Sure. Pass the turn. Yeah, I guess this means I can fetch at the end of their turn and then dispute the Archive Traps.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. The Thought Scour me here? It's fine. I hit an Urza. They hit 2 of the best possible cards they could have hit there. Well done. Yeah, so that turns off Emry, but that's fine. We're going to fetch green at end of turn here because I still want to be able to catch Veil of Summer, so this will be Breeding Pool.
And you have to shock.
Yes, I'm planning on shocking.
Okay.
Okay, they didn't have to play there. That's an unfortunate draw. But it does turn on Mox Amber, so we are going to play it anyway. So, slightly unfortunate here. Could flip over a Sword of the Meek, though. Still has some value. Filling up our bin, obviously, and decking us faster is not the greatest thing, but this does mean we could play a Tezzeret next turn, and it means we still have Mystical to speed up this turn. Visions. Draw one card. Yes, you may.
I think we may have found a cantrip worse than Peak.
What do you mean worse than Peak? Peak is tremendous. Interesting.
You're going to dispute this, right?
I think I have to.
They probably have a lot riding on this.
Nah, but they also might have a dispute here. They did not. Okay.
If they have a dispute there, they're not disputing your Tezzeret.
I mean, I guess, but then there was only a thing in the ice, which is, you know. So I can't attack with it, so I'm using Tezzeret to draw this turn. Got it. Hello.
He's got such an ugly arm.
Dude, it's so sick. Don't even. Wow, that sucks. I mean, I'll take it, but like, yeah. Bauble. This is an upkeep bubble. We're gonna crack in for one. Get this clock going. Yeah, we're gonna upkeep bubble. Cool. Jace Memory Adept. Okay, well I guess I know my Pithing Needle target. He costs 5, right?
I think he costs 4.
Please no.
I'll look it up.
No, he's the one that zeros for mill 10, right?
Yeah.
Come on. He costs 5. Don't tell me he costs 4.
Yeah, you're right. 3 blue.
Thank God. I was like, holy crap. I just knew that we threw him in a cube at one point, and then we like immediately were like, oh, that was dumb. This thing is stupid.
It's a little much in cube.
Plague Engineer. Yeah, that's actually very timely.
That's very annoying, yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully, you plan on beating him without it anyways.
Well, the question is... It's not really a question, but like... I'm booting up this Mox Amber to attack, right?
Yeah.
It's got Death Touch is all I'm saying.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You're going to play the second Mox Amber afterwards if you...
No, I'm just saying I lose a 5/5.
Sure.
It does mean though immediately after if he blocks and kills this, I immediately assemble Thopter Sword combo. Sure. Opponent has done a very good job of being frustrating here. Cast this. Cast this. I do not have 3 islands, so I cannot get Mystic Sanctuary for any value here. Put that into play. Unfortunately, my Thopter Foundry combo doesn't do anything right now. And...
Gains you life if you care, but I don't think you care.
Not particularly. Do I fetch up a land to play the... yes, there is a second one. Question is, do I fetch up land to play the second Thopter Foundry?
Well, how does that benefit you? I guess you can turn into a 5/5.
Yeah. I feel like I should. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Can I even do it? Hold on. No, I don't have the colors.
You have a Watery Grave, don't you?
Yes, I guess I could shock for it. Yeah, why not? I took the line, might as well take the line. I'm going to leave the green up, give them pause for thought on Veil of Summer. Possibly.
I think so.
Please do not have the land. Jace would be savage. Field me. Okay, they're getting rid of my green source, I guess. Might archive trap me right after. When I search here, I'm going to see if I actually have a way to remove Plague Engineer, by the way. I don't think I do.
You have 2 Wrenn and Sixes, that's about it.
Technically correct.
Well, you want to know how you...
No. You're not wrong. Like, you are 100% correct. I can double Wrenn and Six. Yeah.
That's all I can think of.
No. You were 100% correct. That is definitely like the line. Push. Damn. That's a really we're getting prisoned out here. The Grafdigger's Cage was excellent. The Plague Engineer was excellent. Attacking Tezzeret, yep. So, end of turn, I can sack Thopter Foundry. No. You've explained to me that doesn't do the thing I want it to do.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay, but I drew a blocker, so that's something. So, it's a good card to draw. Any order. Play this. Cool. I mean, milling myself is not the greatest thing in the world, but play this. I don't think this list has a single copy of Engineer Explosives in the entire 75, which is almost definitely wrong.
That is very weird.
Yeah. I feel like 1 is like, it can't be wrong to have 1, right?
Yeah, in the 75, sure.
Archmage's Charm doesn't do anything scary here. Yes, good. Yes. I mean, that's a really good draw for them. Yeah, they're going to have the land for Jace, so we got to start winning this game real quick. Okay. So... Oh, you had the question earlier about Ashioking yourself.
Yeah.
We can Nihil Spellbomb ourselves.
We could, yeah.
Opponent does not elect to block. Okay. Do I Goblin Engineer as a second blocker and then not search with it? I think that's what we're going to do here. So there's nothing that I need in my yard right now. It's actively bad to use. This does get around Grafdigger's Cage, though. Right? Yeah, can't cast spells.
Yep.
Creature
You're not
cards.
casting anything.
Yeah, cool. We're good. Also, more importantly, since they just gassed up so hard, I want to make sure not to search our library if we can help it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, worthy of note, we can now force... If they play Jace and no removal spell, we can now force them to block one of our 5/5s. Because we can crack in for 12 next turn. And force them to trade, and then Thopter Foundry is online. So, worth noting.
Can't they just block one of the smaller creatures?
No, they'll take
No,
11.
They can't. Yeah, they'll take 11.
Mm-hmm. So Tezzeret really showing himself to be super worthwhile here.
Yep.
Attacking on a different angle is very valuable. Okay, good line from the opponent. And tap all my creatures and kill my Tezzeret. So what is my engineer going to give me access to here? Nothing particularly valuable, right?
Nothing that I can see from my screen.
No, there's nothing particularly great. Like I can draw a card, but
Is there that Aether Spellbomb? No, that was boarded out.
did we? I think so.
I think we boarded it
Yeah,
out.
we did. Still going to not search with the Delta here.
Do you even have any hits left?
I don't care. It's just not worth it.
No,
I'm
yeah,
pretty
I
sure
know.
I do. I think all of my basic islands are still in the deck.
Okay.
And there goes Sanctuary here. Do I have Spellbomb in the graveyard? I do. Ah, my Goblin is tapped. Shit. Yeah. And Summoning Sick. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Just non-stop with this, huh? Alright. We're not going to Mystic Sanctuary because we can't. Now we can, but they will mill me in response. Oh, actually, yes, we can. Because we have Goblin Engineer to draw a card in response.
What are you putting on top of your deck?
Mystic Dispute. To counter their Cryptic Command that they just dropped. I'm aware they can Archive Trap me, but it's probably a pretty important play here. Yeah, so Dispute, both are in my graveyard. So they can respond, or they can, after I resolve this, they can mill me.
But then you just counter it.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I counter it, because I think I want it to... Okay, they didn't do it. Interesting. So now, if they cast a blue spell that isn't that one... Crap, that's drawing them 3, isn't it? Yeah, we're on 21. I guess we gotta let it go. Losing the Tezzeret was real. Jeez, a second Sanctuary? I guess they've got room for more. I think we were gonna lose this one. They put Drown in the Loch on top. They already have the Cryptic Command in hand. Yeah, they played it well. They've got a good list. Oh shoot, I could have gotten my Nihil Spellbomb there. Oh well. Astrolabe. Sack my Mox Amber. Archmage's Charmed draw 2. Yep, that's fine. They know I have Dispute, so I'm not going to fight them now. Visions. Jeez. I can't let this just have all the cards in the world, can I? I guess I have to. Feels real bad.
I agree.
Well, that's something. That's gonna resolve right now, so I'm gonna cast it. They do have Cryptic, so they can They have Force of Negation 2? Alright, well, I guess we're done here. They've got Jace that they're finally going to cast. And I have no more mana. Yeah, I'm just getting out of here. They played it well. Matchup seems kind of tricky, so...
Yeah, it's one that you just don't face very often.
Yeah. Well, they had a really nice prison setup post-board, right? Like, I was not at all expecting Plague Engineer.
Yeah.
It seems like a very strange board in, but makes sense. Great opening hand. So we will keep this one. Trying to get that burrito. Going for the 3-2.
I didn't know. Yeah, I guess we did lose 2.
Yep. That was a tight one. The other one we got 2-0'd. That was right at the beginning. That was the one where I made 8 million misplays.
Yeah.
So this is... Does this mean it's Titan? Red-Green Titan?
Let's see. It's probably Titan Shift.
Yeah. So should have a decent matchup here. I think I could have Pithing Needle like Sakura Tribe Elder there if I wanted to be like super speculative, but
I think that's a little unnecessary.
This allows me to turn 2 Wrenn and Six as well. Depending on what deck they're playing. Oh, good. Okay. Depending on what version they're playing. Oh well. I mean, not to say it was the right thing. It wouldn't have been, but. Okay, do that, do this, get Breeding Pool or Steam Vents here, which is Steam Vents. Yeah, so the only green in the main deck is Wrenn and Six, I believe. Pick my land. Pass the turn. Enjoy our double mulligan hand here.
Why is it a double mulligan?
We have 2 X's Urzas.
Oh, crap. I just zoned out for a second.
That's fine.
Yep.
They have Castle Garen Break, so there's a good chance there's going to be a Titan next turn. Well, yeah. Okay. Could be Dryad here. Yep.
That Dryad is really annoying.
Wow! That was a sequence and a half. So if they have Titan or Scapeshift, we are incredibly dead. For reference. We're going to try to draw a, what's the word? Galvanic Blast here.
Yeah.
We're also going to Pithing Needle Wooded Foothills, because that is the highest value thing we can do as well. Might save us some damage going down the line. And activate this. Cool. And we're going to die with 7 cards in hand. Let's do it. Let's get dead. So Titan or Scapeshift do it here. And we're dead. Cool. GG. Let's go game 2.
Oh, Titan.
Yep. Alright. So, I feel like this is a Mystical Dispute matchup, even though they're not playing blue. That might be wrong, you can tell me. Blood Moon, 100%. Ashiok, 100%. I think Disputes is probably too much.
Yeah, I think the disputes are not great.
And then Trophy is also possible.
Yeah, I think Trophy is good.
Galv Blast doesn't kill much that's relevant, although it can kill Dryad. Still can Fatal Push. Trophy can kill Titan.
Which is easier to turn on.
Fatal Push. Okay, we're gonna shave a little combo. Gonna shave Pithing Needle. Aether Spellbomb seems medium. No, it doesn't. It can bounce the Dryad.
How's Wrenn and Six?
Yeah, I know. I don't want to cut them, but
Really slow.
yeah, it's really slow. And then,
What are you naming with Pithing Needle?
yeah, that's probably right.
No, I don't know. Maybe you took out an Astrolabe.
I saw it. It just feels wrong to not play any.
But then.
No, I know.
If you have that instinct, just keep it in. I just asked.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I'm just like, you might be right to just say like, just don't play any. Like,
I'm not saying that. I'm saying you should justify it.
Yeah, I know, but I really can't. Like, I don't have a card. Like, it just feels like I've won games doing things, but that doesn't mean that they were worth doing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. I think we're good here. Things to watch out for are Force and Vigor.
Yep.
Don't really think we have a lot of ways to play around it, but... So, that's a useless hand. This is a semi-functional hand.
This hand.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Do you think you're gonna win with this hand?
I didn't think I was going to win with the previous hand. I don't know if I'm going to win on a Mold of 5 against their 7, but we got close on a Mold of 4 earlier.
What are you hoping for?
Nothing. I'm not hoping for anything with this hand. I'm hoping to have my opponent play a medium speed hand where I can have a turn 3 Ashiok, turn 4 Urza be reasonable.
Okay, if you think that's worth it, yeah, I can see why you'd want to keep.
I just don't want to go down to 5 on this. I think I'm supposed to bottom the Amber even though it guarantees that I have enough mana.
How does the Amber guarantee that you have enough mana?
Because I play the turn 3 Ashiok.
Oh, Ashiok, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Planeswalker.
Yep. So we're going to lead on Sanctuary, which feels terrible, but we're going to do it.
You don't have time to put stuff on top of your deck.
Nope. Getting flooded on Urzas again.
I miss Brainstorm.
I miss good cantrips. Explorer. Okay. I'm gonna go blue-red here. Yeah, because we've got Blood Moon in our deck. Nope. Cool. And I need a black source here to be able to cast Assassin's Trophy or Thopter Foundry or Fatal Push. Lots of reasons to get a Watery Grave. Yep.
Why did you fetch Steam Vents?
Blood Moon.
What?
I said it when I did it.
Okay.
I also looked in my deck and I was like, yep, definitely fetching red. I need it for Blood Moon. I mean, I didn't say it very loudly, but I did say it.
Cavern for type.
Yeah, because they've got. I'm playing blue. Oh, well, remember that Mox Amber we threw away?
Yep, it came right back.
Yeah, it came back anyway. Can't play this sword. Mill then, pass the turn. In theory, I shouldn't have milled there, because they are playing Valakut and probably Lightning Bolt, but we did it anyway. What? They're going to have a Titan here. They put a Mountain in their hand. Maybe they missed on Titans? For once? Nope. They 1, 2... Oh, they can't... They can't Valakut here.
They don't
And
have
they
enough
can't
mountains.
search also.
Yeah.
Huh. Neat. I did the thing. I don't have snow. That's tilting. I do have a trophy though. I think I'm playing the second Urza. So 1,
How are
2,
you casting
3.
green?
I can't trophy. Thank you. Thank you.
You can make a big construct though, I guess.
Can I?
Well, big enough to... No, it's not big enough to take it down.
Nope. Yeah, kind of shot myself in the foot a bit here. So if I tap this construct, if I play the second Urza, I have 2 3/3s. I think that's my best chance. Group block the Titan.
Yeah, it looks ugly, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll take the W, you know. I'll take the W. Yeah. I really, really hope we don't just like lose this match to that. Like they have lightning bolt and just get blown out. If they have lightning bolt here, it's incredibly awful for us. Field, sure. Field is fine. I ain't afraid of no single zombie. Yep. You're attacking me? Okay. Didn't show the arrow. Don't bolt me, bro. Have a heart. Sweet. We survive.
Probably another
Oh,
Titan.
Jesus, yeah. Well, we can draw a black source. Plenty of live draws. Well, that's going to
a
help.
left draw.
Oh, yeah, that also gets us to trophy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. That's actually one of the better draws in the deck.
Yep.
Okay, so I can play Sword of the Meek and play trophy here? Yes, no problem. So, no, can't use the Astrolabe, so we'll use this and this. Play sword. And we'll pass the turn. Am I worried about getting veiled? Probably should be. So we're going to fire this off now.
He can still veil. Oh no, he
No,
can't.
he cannot.
You're right.
That's why I'm doing it now.
Yep.
I literally looked at the land and I was like, you can't search with that. Good. 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 This does mean my Ashiok could get hit by 2. But we'll take it. Don't bolt me, bro. Fry! Oh, man. Oh, okay.
You still have bridge in the deck, right?
I assume so. But I'm going for Thopter Foundry here.
Oh yeah, that's actually much better.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, Fry. Why was there a Fry? They also could have just fried my Ashiok.
Ashiok, yeah.
But they got a better play out of that, obviously. Like, okay. I can get Sanctuary. But I can get Sanctuary
Didn't
after
you only
I
have one?
Yes, it's in play. Thank you. Jeez, I'm so fucking bad at this game today. It's not a problem. I'm just noting like how terribly I'm playing.
Yeah.
Oh. Improvise.
Mox Amber is worth nothing. You might want it. Okay.
Well, neither of those. With my plan.
Sure.
What I'm doing here doesn't. They're all just rocks. Not mana rocks, just regular rocks.
Yep.
We're just hoping we don't get scape shifted here or tightened. If they do, then we're dead. It's going to trigger field. Field is not going to overcome us too quickly with this board, but when they play their next Haymaker, then we're in trouble. Blast Zone! That's an exceptional draw. They're going to have something else on top of it? Of course they are. Why wouldn't they have more to wreck us with? Alright. Well, we're going to do what we can to stay in this. Okay, yes. Sack that. Okay, yes. Okay. Rough beat, my friend, rough beat. Take 8. Well, redraw. Show me Urza. That's not Urza. Does that mean we're just dead? Yeah, I'm out of here. Alright. Well, that was a bit of a disappointing league. Played incredibly badly in the first match to lose it. And generally was like sloppy all over the place. I like the feeling of this deck, but looking at the ones that were successful from the Modern Challenge this week. So let's look at this one real quick. So this is the Grixis deck, and one of the things that I noted about the Grixis deck and the blue-green deck are, if you look here at the 0 slot, there's 11 cards. And the reason that that's a big deal is because it means the likelihood of you playing a turn 1 Emry are much, much higher than deck like I was just playing, or the blue-black deck. Then we look at the blue-green deck, and we're going to see a similar pattern. They've got 10 0-drops. They also have Gilded Goose, so they have another thing that they can be doing on early turns in order to accelerate, gain a bunch of velocity. So both of those are going to be decks that I run over the course of this week. I'm really excited to check them out. This is definitely like the favorite list that I've found so far, the one I just played, because it has Wrenn and Six. That doesn't necessarily mean it's good. So sometimes you have to sort of dissociate yourself from the cards that you think are sweet versus the decks that you think are doing the right thing for the format that you're trying to play. Anywho, thanks to anyone who checks this video out. Roy, thank you always for being on.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man. And happy everything, you know? It's still a good time to be playing Magic.